Have you ever heard of a place so haunted that even after it burned to the ground, the ghosts refused to leave? Let's talk about Borley Rectory, a place once called the most haunted house in England. The story starts long before the rectory was even built, back in the 13th century. A monastery stood on this very spot, and legend says a monk fell in love with a nun from a nearby convent. They planned to elope, but their secret was discovered. The monk was executed, and the nun was bricked up alive within the convent walls. A tragic, horrifying end. Fast forward to 1862. The Borley Rectory is built right on top of the old monastery grounds. From the very beginning, strange things started happening. The family who moved in, the Bulls, reported hearing disembodied footsteps pacing the halls at night. They would see a lonely, sad-looking nun wandering the garden, her head bowed in sorrow. They nicknamed her the Nun of Borley. For over 60 years, the Bull family lived with these unexplained events, almost getting used to the ghostly residents. But things were about to get much, much worse. In 1928, a new rector, Guy Eric Smith, and his wife moved in. The haunting activity exploded. It wasn't just footsteps anymore. Bells would ring on their own. Objects would be thrown across rooms by an unseen force, and keys would mysteriously vanish from locked doors, only to reappear in plain sight. Mrs. Smith even claimed to find a human skull wrapped in a package. It was all too much, and they fled within a year. The next resident was Reverend Lionel Foister, his wife Mary Ann, and their daughter Adelaide. For them, the rectory became a living nightmare. The haunting escalated from strange noises to direct, terrifying interactions. Poltergeist activity became a daily occurrence. Stones and other small objects were hurled at them. But the most chilling phenomena were the wall writings. Scrawled messages would appear on the walls, seemingly written by an invisible hand. These messages were desperate pleas, seemingly from a spirit named Marie Lair, who claimed she was a French nun murdered on the property. The messages begged for help, for prayers, for someone to listen to her story. Mary Ann Foister was often the target of the most violent activity, being thrown from her bed and tormented by the unseen forces. By this point, Borley Rectory had captured the attention of the famous paranormal investigator, Harry Price. He rented the property for a year, assembling a team of observers to document the hauntings. They cataloged over 2,000 paranormal events, from phantom organ music to the ghostly nun appearing inside the house. Price's investigations made Borley Rectory world famous, solidifying its reputation as the most haunted house in the country. One of the spirits that communicated through the wall writings had predicted that the rectory would burn down that very night. On February 27, 1939, a new owner was unpacking boxes when an oil lamp was knocked over, and the house went up in flames. Just as the ghostly message foretold, Borley Rectory was destroyed. You'd think that would be the end of the story, right? But it wasn't. Even today, with only ruins remaining, people who visit the site report strange occurrences. They see shadowy figures darting between the rubble, hear the faint sound of bells, and feel an overwhelming sense of sadness. The ghostly nun is still seen walking her lonely path. It seems that even fire couldn't cleanse this haunted ground. The spirits of Borley Rectory are still there, trapped in the ruins, forever replaying their tragic tales. So if you ever find yourself in Essex, England, maybe you'll dare to visit the spot where the most haunted house in England once stood. Just be prepared for what you might find. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling tales.